A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said to his disciples, I have much more to tell you, but you cannot bear it now. But when he comes, the Spirit of truth, he will guide you to all truth. He will not speak on his own, but he will speak what he hears, declare to you the things that are coming. He will glorify me because he will take from what is mine and declare to you. Everything that the Father has is mine. For this reason I told you, they will take from what is mine and declare it to you. The Gospel of the Lord.
You all might have studied in your catechism. Little Sister Francis taught you when you were second or third grader, showed the shamrock and said, 3 leaves and still they are one. Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, 3 persons and one God. Let's apply a mathematical understanding. Somebody said, a person who doesn't believe in Trinity, how come 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1, not 3? Somebody was smart, said, use a different mathematical operation. Don't use the plus, rather use times. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. How is possible? Let's not break our head to know what is the Trinity. We firmly believe. We begin the Mass with, in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. And then when we leave, the priest dismisses you and say, in the name of the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. When you are baptized, we use the signs of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, which means our life begins with the Trinitarian formula of Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. It is not just a triad. But people say Trinity is not found in the Bible. There's no word Trinity. There are verses says, in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. In the year 200 AD, Tertullian introduced this word called Trinitas, or Trinity, or Triad. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. As the church evolved, we don't look Trinity as anymore as a triangular or a pyramidal structure. It's more circular relationship. Therefore, you have to move from the understanding of hierarchical and triangular into a circle. What does that mean? Father, Son, Holy Spirit. They revolve. In 15th century, a great Russian iconist named Rublev, Andrei Rublev, he has a beautiful picture. It is in the Moscow Museum. He portrayed 3 angels visiting Abraham at the Oak of Mamre. And he compares that to the Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. If you're interested, go home and Google it up and see Rublev, the picture of Trinity. One simple example or explanation he gives is Father in gold, Son in blue color, and the Spirit in green. He brings in each color, brings in certain characteristics of Father. From our own catechism we know, Father is the Creator, Son is the Redeemer who gave his life on the cross, and the Holy Spirit is the Sanctifier. They do their roles together, but they are one. But what is happening in this relationship? There's a communication happening. They're talking all the time. Therefore, in Jesus' life, people are uptight with him. What are you talking? It's blasphemy. It is not of this world. But Jesus clearly said, everything I utter or say comes from the Father. I have come on this earth to do the Father's will. I'm not talking on my own. There's a communication happening. Same thing. What happened previous weeks, we celebrated the ascension. They're all scared. Jesus, are you leaving us? He said, I am not leaving you. I am going to send you the helper, the paraclete, the Holy Spirit. Therefore today, as we celebrate the solemnity of the Holy Trinity, we may not understand the mystery, but we can see how the Holy Spirit applied in our life. The first thing is unity. We cannot see church today divided. When we come together and pray as believers, we remember the words, where 2 or 3 gathered in my name, I am there in the midst. When you go back, you continue to live the unity with your family, with your community, with your parish. Therefore, as a Christian, a follower of a Trinity, I cannot be a broken person. I need to be united in mind, heart, and soul. The second aspect of the Holy Trinity is the communication. Very important today. If you want your family to be divided, your business to fail, and things to go wrong, just be stubborn and send up a wrong communication. Communication is very important. They communicated. Today, as a Christian, celebrate the solemnity. Our communication is love. Love that is unconditional. Love that is sacrificial. Therefore, Father loved the Son, Son loved the Holy Spirit. All together is a divine flow of love. Where there is lack of love, where there is hatred, there is no Trinity lived. And then we have the communication, and that brings us a great joy and peace. Brothers and sisters, Holy Trinity is not something heady. It's mysterious. It can be lived in our life if we allow the Holy Spirit to move our life, bring that unity, bring the communication, bring the love, and bring the relationship. Once, a little story from Leo Tolstoy says about 3 hermits. The 3 Russian hermits were living in an island for quite a long time. And the bishop was passing by. He just wanted to know how the monks were doing. He went and spoke to the monk and said, how your lives were. And he said, how do you pray? And they said a few prayers. And he said, you know what? You guys are lacking with a lot of stuff. He taught them the Our Father, the prayer of the Our Father. And they repeated, and finally he was so happy. I know how my monks can pray. And he left the island. After a few days, the bishop was passing by, and these monks heard that bishop is passing by. And they went to the bishop walking on the water. And the bishop was surprised. He said, monks, brother monks, what are you looking for? And how is the prayer life going on? Bishop, we are sorry. We have failed to say or learn the Our Father by heart. Could you help us to say the Our Father? But bishop was moved by the simplicity and told them, brothers, then how do you pray? They said, there are we 3, and there are you 3, and have mercy. When he heard the words, the bishop was moved by simplicity, and he said, brothers, go back to the island and pray as you pray and live the peaceful life. We are 3 and you are 3. Have mercy on us. Trinity could be simple if Trinity could be lived in our life in relationship. Trinity could be lived in our life with love. A Trinity could be lived in our life with unity and communication. He's present, He's fully operative in our Christian life. What we need is to look up to the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, to live the life of love, communication, communion, and relationship.